Hey, what is up? It looks like we are live. Hey, guys, welcome to another episode of America's Finest Heroes and Journey to Real Therapy. And I got my thing dinging like crazy, my family chat, because as some of you guys may or may not know, I am going under the knife tomorrow. So, getting a procedure done. And so my phone's been blowing up all day and all this other good stuff, and it makes me feel really good, really very cool. But we are here today, and we are going to be talking about an event that we did last year. What's up, Wes? We did last year. I think I want to say it was like October 7th or October sometime. And then an event that Walt did not too long ago. But what I'd like to do real quick is just let everybody know that come November 8th of 2025, we've got our Hooked on Heroes event. That is where we're trying to get 50 veterans on 50 boats. We're going to have a big barbecue afterwards. There's going to be a lot of raffles, a lot of giveaways. It's all just, and it costs our vets absolutely nothing. And this is going to be up on the James River. You can find a bunch of information on it if you just go to that link right down there, Operation Vets with Nets.org. Go to the events and you'll see Hooked on Heroes 2025. That'll provide you all the details. We've got some awesome sponsors. We got our title sponsor, which is Blue Cross Blue Shield. We've got, matter of fact, we got Farm Bureau. We've got Mad Cats. We got Takedown Dragon Weights. We got Carolina Lake Weights. Who else off the top of my head am I thinking about? We also have, I should have made a list, but Mid-Atlantic Catfish Company, they've stepped up. So we've got a lot, and a matter of fact, I need to update our website. So we've got a lot of great sponsors. We have a great event. And hey, what's going on, Micah? And so, matter of fact, that is, or right there, matter of fact, what Wesley said, Mike Burkhart, he is one of our sponsors as well with Team Redneck Fishing. Micah, so everybody knows, I think somebody's got their TV going on in the background and you can really hear it. So, thanks, Walt. Yep, it got quiet now. So, Micah Burkhart is a two-time North Carolina, or rather Tennessee state record holder. Micah broke it last year and the year before. So he broke it in 23 and 24. And so Mad Cats, he's got 2 signature series rods. And so when we're there, we are going to have a bunch of Micah Burkhart signature series rods to give away. As a matter of fact, he is going to be fishing at our event, taking a vet out. And he's also going to be signing those rods individually. So you actually, even though his signature is made with the rod, you have a real live signature. They're great rods. So, but to be mindful of people's time, and Derek having to go to work and working that heat and all that other good stuff. Derek, I'm going to turn it over to you, my brother. Now you lost your mic. You're muted.
No, I'm not anymore. But I had the honor during our very first Hooked on Heroes event to do the Gold Star family, Jackie and Jaden Keller, you see here. And still to this day, in all the trips that I have done, this trip to me ranks probably number one in importance as to why we do what we do. We had a day on the water with it wasn't a lot of fish caught. We caught 2 fish that day, if I'm not mistaken. But to see Jaden enjoying himself, Jackie, she enjoyed watching Jaden enjoy himself as well. And then, I mean, I'll get into that a little bit later. But
yeah, hold on here.
I want to let them talk too and tell me what they and everybody what they enjoyed about the day.
Hold on 1 second, because I'm going to bring something up real quick.
All right.
Let me see here. And let me see why this will not let me. Hold on here. I'll get it up here in a minute. Trying to find it.
Just 10 more clicks, Rick.
I know. Oh, stop. All right. Let me see if it'll do. Everybody's on there. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me see. All right, I'm just going to do it this way. Present. And it's going to be screen share. Hold on a minute here. All right, I'm going to show you guys something here. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it.
He expanded, Rich.
My name's Rob Miner. This is my grandson, Gavin. We were fishing for my son, his father, Master of Arms Robbie Miner from the USS Enterprise today. We want to thank Operation Vets with Nets tremendously. Walt was amazing, took us out on the river, all up and down, taught us all kinds of lures, all kinds of tactics. Gavin, just like his daddy, is hooked on fishing. So again, our deepest appreciation to Operation Vets with Nets.
My name is Bud. This is my grandson, Nathan. We were fishing today for Master Sergeant Sean Bell, 20 years in the Army, and left us way too soon. Today was a gorgeous day. We had a great time with our captain. No fish, but we still had a good time.
Hi, I'm Jackie Keller. This is my son, Jaden Keller. And today we were fishing for my brother, Specialist Raymond J. Falstich Jr., United States Army. He was killed in Iraq in 2004. And we were with Captain Derek today. He was great. We had a wonderful time. We caught 2 giant fish, bigger than I've ever seen in my life. And we had a great time. Thank you.
All righty, there we go.
Jackie, I appreciate you saying giant fish in the video, even though
Well,
this is not giant fish.
The biggest I've ever seen in person. So
Well, see, and it was a giant fish for them. So you know. So go ahead. So let's hear your story, guys. Let's hear how you heard about us and how your day started off. Share, Jackie and Jaden, share your journey with us.
So, I heard about this from a Gold Star Navy mother. Her husband was on the trip as well. She emailed our SOS coordinator, which is our survivor out coordinator, and they thought of Jaden and got in touch with me and said, "Hey, would Jaden like to go fishing?" And I said, "Oh my gosh, yeah, he would love to go fishing," because I had been looking for somebody to take fishing for a long time, and so I applied immediately, and we got a date to go, and then the day we went, we had to get up super early. It was chilly that day, and we bundled up and we got down there, and I was kind of happy when I saw the boat that we were going on, because we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know if we were going out in the ocean. We didn't know, if we were going in the river, or if we were going to catch fish, really big or this big. I had really no expectation other than just having a good time, which is what happened. So, we got to take a nice boat ride, and when we finally were going, started warming up. It was a beautiful day, and it didn't even matter that at first we weren't catching anything. It didn't matter to me, but Captain Derek was determined that we were going to catch a fish, and once we started using his secret weapon, that's when we got the fish.
So
you still remember the secret weapon, I see.
Yep.
So
And that was what?
So hey, before we continue on and we let her spill her guts about Derek's secret weapon, which I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but share with us, Jackie, what is a Gold Star family member?
So a Gold Star is usually like a mother, father, sibling, spouse, or child who has lost a family member in service to our nation. And so my brother was killed in action in Iraq in 2004. He was driving the lead truck, a convoy, and they were driving through Najaf. And this was right before they had armor on the truck. So he was shot through the door. It went through the armhole of his bulletproof vest, through his lung, and lodged in his heart. He kept driving, even though he was hit. He was like, "Oh crap, I'm hit," except he didn't say crap. And he kept driving, got everyone out of the kill zone. There were 2 other soldiers wounded, but he's the only one that succumbed to his injuries. But basically what happened is he drove until he died. He bled out. So he drove up till the minute of his death. Saved everyone, and he got a Bronze Star with V for Valor and a Purple Heart. And I take a lot of comfort in the fact that knowing, that he's a hero. That means a lot to me. And so any chance I get to tell someone his story or say his name, I'll keep doing it.
A great way to
Can I chime in on that real quick? Can I chime in on that real quick?
Sure.
Jackie, that day, and I told you already, we just started this, that this is still one of the most memorable trips I've ever done.
Thank you.
You shared that story with me while we were fishing,
Mm-hmm.
and what it meant to you to have Jaden on that boat, and for Jaden, excuse me, and for Jaden to be out there fishing, and that how much he would have loved to be there. fishing. Here's the story again. Yeah, I'm welling up. You gave me something that day when you welled up too.
I did.
It's still right there. I'm trying to hold it toward the camera. The background's trying to block it, but it's not getting rid of the face, at least. You gave me your brother's coin. It took everything in my power on that boat after fishing with you guys that day to not sink a pontoon boat with my eyes. That was very special to me, to know how special it was to you and how special it was to Jaden. Yeah, this chip stays with us. This doesn't sit on a shelf. It stays with us all the time. So I wanted you to know that.
Thank you.
It meant a lot. It meant a lot to me to be able to take not just you but Jaden, because Jaden, man, he had a ball that day.
Yeah.
And I could see your face the whole day. I could see you, how much you were enjoying it. But when you handed me that coin with tears in your eyes and gave me a hug after all the stories we shared that day.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah, it's hard. But the thing is, no matter how hard it gets for me, I have to keep talking about him because
absolutely,
because we don't get Christmas, we don't get birthdays. He doesn't get to see my son grow up. So for me, I do these things. I don't care how hard it is. I'll still do it because that's my birthday gift to him. That's my Christmas gift to him. And that's my time with him. Just keeping, saying his name and teaching this guy everything I can about him. So I'm pretty sure he knows almost everything. Not everything, but almost everything.
Y'all are always welcome on our boat anytime.
Thank you.
You're all right there, Derek?
Say something, Rich. To go with it. Shit. Excuse me.
Hey, dude, I'm feeling you. That's I was keeping my mouth shut. And and Jackie, thank you for sharing that with us. And it's people like your brother, people like we're going to hear about Dave and folk, is why we do what we do. We do all of this is purely out of the love for our service members and love for our country that we do what we do. And this event meant a lot to me as well. Even though I was only out there shooting videos. If you guys remember, I'm just driving up and down, catching videos and pictures and stuff. But I'm bringing it up to our board. And I've already let some folks know. And one of them, matter of fact, is on here now. But I'm bringing up to our board is to include, to include Gold Star family members in our program. We did what we did for you guys because Ashley reached out to me. We met her at the USO event on the ocean front 2 years ago and asked if we would do something for Gold Star. And yeah, absolutely. And that was really our first, one of our first big events that we did. We had a great time. I know all the captains had a blast. And so moving forward, when we talked with our board and we come up with the wording and stuff like that, we're going to include the Gold Star families into our mission statement. So be on the lookout for some of those changes. But so we know there's
for the record, I only heard one testimony say they caught huge fish that day.
Ah, see, there's Walt. Yeah, I knew that.
There's my poke at Walt.
So let's go
And
ahead.
I had a Gold Star family with me that day.
What I want to do is, and we really didn't start, and we should have, but some introductions here. Obviously, we heard about Derek, because Derek, you'll see Derek and Donna, because they're a power couple with us here. They are North Carolina chapter president and vice president, and also Donna's our organizational scheduler. And right below me there, let me see if I can thump them in the head. Right below me there is Chris, and I see Chris and Viola. So I don't know, is she over there with you?
She's getting her shower for the night.
Gotcha. Chris and Viola, two birds, and we know she's the eagle, and he's just a little sparrow because she's one hell of a fisherman. But
I feel you, brother.
They are our leads out in California. And then we have all the way across that way is all the way down is Walt. He is our Virginia state lead and our organizational vice president. And then we got Dave, and Walt's going to introduce Dave. But before we move on, I want to give some shout outs to some of the folks that are watching. We got Operation Veteran, that's Tennessee. That is Wesley. He is our state lead out there. We got El Gato Azul TV. That is Chris Gamble out there in Texas, and Chris is actually one of our board members. We got Juan Tienda. He is our state lead out in Texas. And this guy always, and believe me, when I got some time to tell stories, I'll tell this story because it took us about 12 hours to fillet one fish, and it was only like a 3-pound fish. But catch fillet tacos at Andrew. That's one of our captains here in Virginia, and a very good dear friend of mine, and one who did most of the building on our new wheelchair boat. Let me see here. Who else we got? And then we got Kurt, River Troll Kurt, another guy here in Virginia. Looks like, yep, Virginia and Texas is in the house. We need a bunch of other folks, but then again, there's probably a bunch of folks on Facebook that we can't see. But I will go ahead and Chris, you got anything to say before we turn it over to Walt, or
No.
see if Donna has or Derek has any more?
I would just say, Jackie, to your family and to your brother, just the utmost thank you, and sorry for your loss, and sounded like a great guy.
Yeah, the best.
And yes, I do have one more thing, and that's Jackie. What you're doing for Jaden is amazing.
Yes.
Not only does it help keep your brother, the word from your brother spread, but it benefits him as well. Keep doing what you're doing and stay strong. And we're always here for you. There's boats everywhere. We'll come to you. I don't care. We'll figure it out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you for the experience I got to have.
Thank you for taking us.
It was a pleasure.
Well, we're gonna see you back on our boats again soon enough. Believe me. Once the fall comes around and cools down a bit.
We're ready.
Jaden, I'm gonna get you a bigger fish next time, bud.
Yeah.
Get you a big one.
Jaden, do you have anything to say, buddy?
No. Say thank you. Thank you.
Hey, where's that hat I gave you?
I think
You
I
did get a hat that day.
He did.
Can I grab it?
On the floor.
No, it's not in the car.
Oh, is that?
No.
He got my hat.
He's been wearing
Yep.
it.
Good for him. All right. Well, Walt, I'm going to turn this one over to you, buddy.
Well, I was lucky enough to actually meet Dave at the USO shop when we were on the beach. And Dave actually has is a volunteer for his own organization. and that's why he was on the beach with us. And we got to talking, and I said, "Hey, man, come on over here. We'll get you out on the water." And so he signed up, gave him a call, and he had a bad day hours before we went fishing, literally. But I'll let him tell you about it. So it was perfect timing. We went out on the water. We traveled all up and down the river and came home with at least one fish in the boat, which is kind of becoming the norm, unfortunately. So I'll let Dave tell his story. I really enjoyed it. So go ahead, Dave. Go for there.
Yep. Like Walt said, I'm the local coordinator for a nonprofit for veterans, and I had met this organization at the USO experience. We were fortunate enough to have our booth right next to theirs, and Rich was nice enough to feed us for 2 days, which was awesome. Thank you very much. The USO folks lied to us and said that they were going to give us sandwiches.
I took care of you guys. That's right.
You sure did. We greatly appreciated it. I think within 2 hours of us setting up, Walt's like, "Hey, do you like to fish?" Yeah, because I have had some PFG gear on. And I said, "Hell yeah, I do. Heck yeah, I like to fish." He's like, "We like to fish." I saw big catfish. He goes, "Come on over here." And we started talking. He's like, "Hey, just go ahead and sign up." So I signed up the first day. And I think 3 days later, I got a phone call. He goes, "Hey, how does next week sound?" I'm like, "I'm open. You let me know when you're ready to go. We're going to go out there and have a great time." And it's not that I had a bad night the night before. I had a really good night the night before, but that good night morphed into the morning. And I thought I was late. I apologized profusely via text message. I thought I overslept. I didn't. Well, it's like, "Yeah, you didn't have to be here till 7:30. And I thought I had to be there at 6:30. So the ride out to where we were going was a little rough, but I made sure I kept hydrating with Gatorade and water. And I think by midday, I was a human again. And that was perfect timing because that's when we started, getting some action on the rods. Walt was convinced we were going to catch a fish, but he wasn't convinced where. So I think we trolled for a good hour and a half to this particular spot to where we started. We brought a fish from the boat. I had a great time. I was 14.4 pounds, I think it was what it was. It looked bigger in the pictures, as they normally do. But no, I had a blast. I had such a great time.
Oh, we're gonna have proof here in a minute.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna put it up there, yeah. Yeah.
Matter of fact, hold on here. Let's see here. All right. Here's one thing. Here we go. All right, let's see here.
Oh, you don't have to play that video. I'm horrible at these things.
Good afternoon. My name's Dave. I'm a former Marine, and I met the fellows from Operation Vets with Nest at the USO experience in Virginia Beach, and they said they'd put me on some fish if I come out. And I went out with Walt today to the Northwest River, and he put me on the fish. I had a great time doing it. It got me out of the house, got me fishing again, which I really, really, really loved. And we caught some fish. And it was a good time.
Would you recommend us?
I would absolutely recommend it, and I'm going to sign up again. And I'm going to get all my friends to sign up again, too. So we're all going to have a great time.
Thank you.
Now, we are not done yet because let's see here. I'm going to laugh. Here. Hold on a minute here. I am trying to go back to... I'm going to go back to that folder. So I'm going to stop sharing for now, but I'm going to go back to that folder and see if there's any incriminating pictures that we can make fun about with Walter, because it's all about making fun of Walter.
Should be easy. You need pictures, Rich? I got a few. Real quick, Rich, while you're looking, I got to get ready to go to work. I'm gonna have to jump off here. Thanks everybody for showing up. Walt, yeah, I poke at you. I love you, brother. Just fish where I tell you to fish next time.
Thanks for coming.
Jackie, Jaden, thanks for being here. I wish I could stay here the whole time. It was great to see you guys again. I look forward to seeing you again in the future.
Call us anytime.
Obviously, Dave, nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, brother.
Chris, always a pleasure. Rich, love you, brother. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks,
And
brother.
I'm sure I'll hear from you soon.
Absolutely. Hey, Walt, what was the date of your trip?
Are you really asking me that?
Oh, never mind. It was June 11th. There we go. All right, hold on a minute. Let me share this. Let me see here.
Great hat, Jaden.
That's
There
what
you
I'm
go.
saying. Love it.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
Yeah, there it is.
Hey, that's no slouch.
That's right. Let's see what else we got here.
Good
Oh, we
afternoon.
got
My name's
that.
Dave, and we're former.
Was that a blue or a channel cat?
Now, that's a blue.
It's a blue. Okay.
They're not like them channel cats up by your way where they come 30, 40 pounds. I think that was the only. Yeah, they only got the one.
No, we caught a second one on accident. We just didn't take a picture of it.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. You already. All right, that explains a lot. Okay. So
We
let's.
Dieter Mailhorn is catfish.
What's that?
We Dieter Mailhorn is catfish.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, no. I thought this was supposed to be family friendly.
So go ahead. So you guys share your day with us. Take us down that journey.
Well, like I said, the day started at 7:30. Well, actually, it started earlier for Walt. He got there early to catch some bait. We used cut bluegill and old bluegill because we were trying to go after some big cats. Those are my favorite fish to catch. I think the first spot we rode out to was maybe half an hour directionally challenged for marine, but I'm thinking west, down the Northwest River. It could be east. I don't know. And Walt kept mentioning how hot the water was. It was literally warm. Not a whole lot going on unless we wanted to fish top water. I think if we'd have thrown a frog out there and fished top water, we'd have been bringing in a boat all day long. But that wasn't a plan. We planned on catching big cats. So we went further down the Northwest River into North Carolina, passed out there Northwest River Park, and way further. And then we got on the fish. I kept thinking I was losing it because it kept getting slocky. Walt's like, no, it's still there. Just give it a minute. And I'm reeling him like, are you sure it's still there? He's like, no, it's still there. And then it came up to the top. He's like, that's a pretty big fish. I was like, thank God. It's getting really hot out here. It got hot. It got hot fast. Great time though. But there was a storm that was rolling in, I think, pretty quick. I think by the time that we put in 20 minutes later after I left, it started raining a few feet. I don't know how long these trawlers normally take, but I think being out there in 90-degree weather probably enough, considering I that big in. So it was a great time though. I can't wait to go back.
Right.
So when was your trip, Dave? When did you guys go out?
June 11th.
Oh, of this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it was a week and a half ago, and it was funny is because I think it might have been the day after or the day before, because that time period, you're right. There was a lot of storms that we had for a couple of days. And so I need to get out for myself, just give myself a little bit of real therapy. And I put in at Northwest. I went out and caught my bait and then rolled down. And all of a sudden I'm hearing thunder in the background. I'm like, yeah, maybe. I caught two fish. I snapped one 16, 17 pounder on my bait rod. Literally, I was sitting there trying to catch bluegill. And next thing you know, my rod starts screaming. I'm like, so I let the slack go out. I finally got him after about 20, 25 minutes. Got him next to the boat. I'm like, whoa. And I pretty much whisker hooked him. It was a big cat, and he's trying to get a size 8 hook. Not a 8-aught, but a size number 8, small hook. And it was whisker hooked him. And so I grabbed my net and went down there, and I was holding him up to keep his head and then it snapped. But then I got them in there, let them go, and then as soon as I got my boards out, I landed about another 18-pounder. And then all of a sudden that thunder and that lightning, and I'm like, as soon as I got the boards up and I turned around, it was too late. It opened up. I couldn't see 5 foot in front of me. And just thank God I followed my charts going back, my track. It was bad. And the time I got the boat out of the water, it stopped and I was already dry because it was so hot. But so what else, Dave?
That's really, I mean, that's it. We considered we made the decision to come on in, and so we're bringing all 35,000 lines that he had put out. It took us like an hour and a half to bring on lines. That's an exaggeration. It didn't take. I think we had what, 8? There were 8
lines.
8 lines out. So I'm bringing on the front ones, and he starts bringing on the back ones, and he's like, "Oh, there's a fish on there. Yeah, some tiny thing that didn't even realize it was on there. It didn't have any action or none of that stuff." So that was the second. It wasn't Facebook worthy, so we didn't take a picture of it. We probably should have, just for posterity, but
actually, I had just said we're going to catch a second fish. When we catch a second fish, we're done for the day.
That's it. Yep.
So
yeah,
as we're collecting our lines, there was a second fish, so we actually got our goal.
I know you guys have been having a heat wave out that way, yeah?
Oh, it's brutal. It's so bad. It's the humidity.
Water
too.
tempted.
I don't know what a heat wave is on the East Coast, but I mean we average triple digits most every day.
Yeah,
nope, not
no.
Here. That's my thing for us. 98 degrees and 100%
humidity out there. We don't get that out here on the West Coast.
Oh, I've been out there. I spent a lot of time in Southern California. Believe me, I would much prefer the dry heat.
Right. Well, people say, well, it's 115 today, but it was dry. It's like
dry heat.
It don't matter.
It makes your eyeballs hurt either way,
Yeah. We're not used to this kind of heat.
The water temp today was 91 degrees.
Holy cow.
And you were saying it was high because it was in the high 80s when we went out.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think our water temp while we were out was 88. So that it has gone consistently up. And I don't think I got out of 91 degrees the whole time today. And I went further up. I went further up the river than where we went because 2 days ago I'd caught some fish in that area with the trip that I had today. And we didn't. It was we got one fish in the boat with the trip today as well. So, but yeah, that's basically. I mean, we literally trolled for 3 or 4 hours and didn't come up with much to speak of. So one or two fish, but we really had a good time more than anything else. I had a good time watching recovery.
Hey, I didn't chum the water like I thought I was going to. Believe me, I was just surprised that you were. That's towards the end of the day.
Yeah, I would have from the Navy given the Marine hell for chumming.
So share with us, besides eating crayons, what'd you do in the Corps?
I first signed up as an infantryman, a heavy machine gunner. Shortly after being in the Fleet Marine Force, doing that for a while, I realized that was not for me. So I became the Navy's version of a gunner's mate. I was an armorer. I decided fixing them is funner than shooting them. So that's what I did. I did it for 11 and a half, just about 12 years total. And I got out. Actually, I already gotten out once before. I got out in 2006, and then the Corps decided they weren't done with me, and they gave me some papers to come back in 2008 for the troop surge. So that was fun. Trying to make a career out of it, didn't happen. I did not capitalize on some opportunities I should have capitalized on to go be a drone instructor. I decided to stay in division to get out and deploy a couple more times because when I was coming up, that was more important. And I wasn't reading the writing on the wall when they were drawing the force down that maybe I should have made myself a little more marketable. And I didn't. I've got no ill will at all. I know it's my fault that I didn't make it, but it was the best and worst 12 years of my life. And I'm sure you Navy boys can attest that the Marines can be a little silly sometimes. A little, but hey, you guys, so were you. Like I can tell you some stories about our corpsmen.
Let's keep it clean. We got a youngin' on here.
Yeah, I was about to say, but there's a kid on here. I wouldn't do it. But yeah, that's why I spent the majority of my career in on the East Coast in Virginia between Quantico and Little Creek. Walt and I were talking that he spent time with the Riverine group out there. I think he said he stood it up, the Riverine Squadron on Little Creek.
Yep.
Then I went out to light arm reconnaissance in 29 Palms for 4 years and did a couple back-to-back deployments over to the sandbox and had a great time.
That's awesome. So what let's see here. I'm gonna just go with here. Man, I'm just tired.
I got a question for you, Dave. You said you're part of a nonprofit organization for veterans.
Yep.
And what is that about?
Well, if you've ever seen Vet TV before, or heard of Vet TV, it's the comedy satire veterans programming that gets made. We are kind of an offshoot of that. We're the ones who do the Silkies hikes to prevent veteran suicide. It's an organization called Irreverent Warriors.
Yep.
Yep. And our tagline is we bring veterans together using humor, camaraderie to improve mental health and prevent veteran suicide. Okay? We are the only VSO that's linear focus in life. We don't stray away from that goal. That is our 100%. And I think we're a super 8A because we have above 88% of all of our funding donations go right back out to the mission. I think there's like a 11.8% overhead cost now because we brought in some big wigs to help run the organization at the top levels. And to do that, they got to be able to take some type of salary. So, so I think 88% of all of the money we bring in goes right back out to the troops and to the service.
Good. So let me ask you both for Jackie and for Dave. So how important do you think it is to have organizations, veteran service organizations, such as Operation Vets with Nets and what we do? What impact do you think, we can have on those veterans and helping cut down that number of suicides?
Well, it's no secret that healthcare's biggest push right now is just to throw meds at people. They want to give you all these SSRIs and these antipsychotics, and the data is in now that there's more suicides now because of all the medications that are happening, because some of the worst side effects for these antidepressants are suicide. So alternative modalities are what are helping people out the most, right? And alternative therapy, which is what you guys do, which you guys are awesome at. And one thing is if you're laughing and you're having a good time, what are you not doing? What are you not thinking about, right? Any way that you can go out, share experience with people and have a good time doing it, the smaller chance you're going to have of those negative improvements. So I think it's very, very, very important. And that's why I love what you guys do.
I appreciate that. What do you think, Jackie?
I think that it's really great to include families in like Operation Vets with Nets, because it just sends a message to the families that our hero isn't forgotten, and we're trying so hard to keep their names out there. So just to do that part of it, as well as even if we were to do an event, I always encourage our SOS to include soldiers and or veterans, because I'll tell you, it sends a powerful message to soldiers and veterans, because when you get us together, what happens is we get to be with, because our soldiers gone, so being with other soldiers kind of feels closer. It kind of doesn't really bring them back, of course, but in a way it feels like family. And then for the soldiers,
it brings a connection. It helps keep that connection. Yeah.
And then for the soldiers, it sends that message that if something were to ever happen to you, the military is gonna look out for your family.
Yeah, we should definitely hope so. And that's really, I think, and we've got some things down the pike. We're still we're waiting on with Operation Vets. That is going to it's going to do a lot. And part of that program will include veterans families. I don't want to go putting out a bunch of information right now, but probably within the next month or so, I'm going to probably have another podcast like this, but try to get as many people watching, especially on our team. We got over 100 captains, and I'm only seeing a handful of folks. But I think it's a good way to get the word out about what we're going to do. This is going to be something that is completely different in the industry that we serve. And so it's going to be exciting because bottom line, truly everything we bring in, everything we do goes right back out in some way or another, supporting our veterans. You know, where Dave mentioned about 11.5% or so goes back up to paying some salaries and stuff like that, which when you get to be a huge organization, you're going to have to do that. We've already got that built into our budget for what we've got going on in the future. But right now we got 100% of everything goes out. And it's a blessing that we've got so many captains, both military and
then some.
What's that?
I said, and then some, because I know someone who puts money out of his own pocket in many instances in order to do this. And every boat captain does as well.
Yes.
So every volunteer spends their own money and their own time to do it. So,
yep. And that's, you know, that's what makes things unique because, at least, you know, I've seen it, at least our organization. I haven't seen it in many others. There's only one other organization I've seen this with, but at least with our organization, our folks give what we call selfless service. And it's, you know, they don't try to make it about themselves. They're making it about the vet. And that's they're giving that selfless service, and it really means a lot to me when we have folks like Chris. Chris is a civilian. Now he didn't serve, but he knows the importance of what, you know, our men and women of the armed forces, what sacrifices they made. You know, and him and his wife give back. You know,
I gotta say, I get as much therapy as, you know, whoever I'm taking out. It's I know we say it at, you know, every show, but you know, it's as therapeutic for a lot of our captains as it is for the families and the men and women that we take out.
Yep, exactly. So now, exactly, Jackie, what part of Virginia are you located at?
So I live in King William, Virginia. We're right in between the Mattaponi River and the Pamunkey River.
Okay. How far are you from Richmond?
It's about 30 miles.
Oh, you're not far at all.
No.
All right. So we'll get the information down to you. And let's get you and Jaden around a whole lot of military folks.
That'd be great.
We have our Hooked on Heroes event. And it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Where your guys' event was like 11 folks, and like I think we had like 7 captains or something like that. We even had one captain didn't even really need them. But like me, I didn't have to fish. I was just zooming around taking pictures and video. But we're going to have close to probably 150 people there between the captains and the veterans. And I think that would be an awesome time to get Jaden around and yourself around. Vets from all of our different services. We're just gonna have I like the other hat better, dude.
This is 10.
And so yeah, there you go. That's what I'm saying, buddy. And
You won't be
so,
the only Gold Star family, by the way, because the folks that I took out on that trip, they've already signed up for the event. They're going to be there as well.
Oh, okay. That'd be good to see him again.
Well, then get up there and sign up again.
Definitely.
Go on our website and you'll see Hooked for Heroes, Hooked on Heroes. Then
What is the date for that, Rich? You want to share
November 8th.
November
We're going
8th.
to have a meet and greet at the VFW the night before from 6:30 to 8:30. So on the website. And then we're going to and then 5:30 in the morning we'll be meeting out with matching up the captains and the vets, doing a quick brief, and out in the water until about 1 or 2. So,
and I promise you good food.
Oh yes.
Not typical. I promise you good food.
Well,
we may have to make the trip out from California for that one. I like to eat.
Oh, dude. I mean, when we did their event, I think we had some good food there.
We did.
Didn't we? Yeah, we did. Wait,
it was catered for us. It was good food.
Was their event the one where we gave away all the rods, or was it? No, because that was just a Gold Star family one. Never mind. Yeah, stand by for good brisket, good catfish nugget. There's a whole big menu. There are going to be thousands of dollars of raffles and giveaways. It's just going to be a great time. Great time. We got folks. And we got to make sure. I was offshore trip today. One of the walk-ons passed out from the heat. Oh, I bet. We just got to make sure my buddy there, Catch Filet Tacos, Andrew, doesn't enter into any of the raffles, because that guy tends to walk away with tons of rods and a whole bunch of, and I'm like, dude, I gotta put my money behind you and get raffle tickets right with you. Hey, Donna, be quiet. Again. Hush. She loves to spill secrets. Anyway, I wish I can delete that comment. So anyway, there's gonna be a lot. I'll enter for you. Thank you, dude, and I'll give you the money. You just buy the tickets and put that mojo on those tickets for me. So, man, all right. Well, we got about 7 minutes left. So, any last minute stuff? Last minute stuff you want to share or say?
Nope, I'm good. Looking forward to coming out again.
I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done for us and everything that you do for Gold Star families and everything you do for veterans. I'm married to a veteran, and I'd like to get him out there at some point. And I think what you're doing is great.
Well, thank you. And it's everybody. It's all our volunteers. It's the Walters, it's the Chris's, it's the Donnas and the Derricks, it's the Wesleys. It's all our folks, our Curtises, our Andrews. Those guys are the ones that really make this possible. And then it's the stories that they get to share, and you guys get to share when we do these podcasts and getting the vets on the water. It truly is. It is a blessing to do what we do.
Thank you for your, sharing your brother's story, and
yes,
I know it's got to be tough, and I'm honored to meet you, Jackie.
Thank you.
Yeah, Chris, you and Viola might have to fly in.
Well, are we going to get on your boat or what?
His boat's getting full.
My boat's gonna be full. I'm gonna have
He's got the McPon.
One of the previous McPons of the Navy, Rick West, on my boat. But
yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Or you could drive your boat all the way cross country and then just leave it here. We'll take care of it for
you.
Yeah, the last thing I want to say is I get more pleasure out of watching somebody else catch fish on my boat. I really, really enjoy teaching people how to fish, because that's part of what we do. Because most folks have never trolled on the boat before. It's kind of a different way to go fishing for catfish. I really, really enjoy watching someone get the hang of a bait caster. I really, really enjoy watching them actually reel in a fish, small, big, doesn't matter. A lot of folks haven't caught more than, a couple of pound fish. And when they pull in an 18 pounder and I say, okay, that's a fish. It's really, really cool to watch their faces and to watch how folks react. That's the pleasure that I get from.
Absolutely.
I'm going fishing anyway.
Yeah.
Bringing somebody else along with me is just part of it. And I love watching other people get fish.
And what's funny is Donna and Derek did this the other day. They had a trip out there and the bite was slow. So I said, heck with it. There were a couple of kids on the boat. They let them jump up and go swimming in the water. And so they swam a little bit. They fished a little bit. They swam some more. They just made it a truly exciting trip for those guys. And I guarantee other people do that too. But when I heard that the other day, it might have been last week but it was I was like, man, that's it. When the bite's slow, let's still have some fun, and they end up taking them and letting the kids go swimming. So that was cool. All right, guys. Well, if nobody's got anything, then we can actually end this just a little bit early. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, JBN and the quack attacks too. Good. Oh, we got these planer boards. These things are so hilarious. Matter of fact, hold on, I'm going to show you. These are being raffled off too.
Well, I just signed up for that November 8th.
Thank you, buddy.
Hooked on Heroes just now.
We'll see you there.
Yeah.
These are so hilarious.
Oh, I've been checking those out.
These are planer boards. So if you guys saw like what Walt was pulling or Donna or Derek or what was pulling,
come look at these.
So just imagine behind you, you're pulling 8 of these. Just don't pull them during hunting season, because I'd imagine. And I'm probably going to have to buy a set for myself just as a nostalgic thing, because these are cool. These are cool. I think they're funny as heck. But thank you for reminding me of that, Donna. But very cool, very cool. All right, I was going to give you 3 or 4 minutes of your time back. Now we're about done, about right on time. So, guys, I appreciate you. We do this every Thursday. We're starting to now. I got a co-host next week. I'll probably be here, but you won't hear much from me because of a procedure I'm having. I haven't really put this on Facebook, so I'm not going to mention what it is. Please join us again. Come on out and watch the show. And hopefully we'll have you back on here again because you took another trip and you got some more stories to share. So, and we will probably run a live podcast during the November 8th event, as long as we got a good signal. All right, guys, listen. Thank you for coming out. Hey, there's Jamie. There's another one of our headliner sponsors, Carolina Lake Weights.
Better late than never.
I know. We're just getting ready to. Oh, he comes on at 8:59, but that's okay. They can watch and hear the good stories. They can watch these again. Never mind. I know why he's late. It's a private joke, but I know why he's late. So, we talked about it earlier. So, all right, guys, listen. I look forward to talking to you guys next week. You guys, tight lines. Enjoy. Try to keep cool in this heat wave. And you guys are on the panel. Don't go nowhere.